Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into KNOW Waco. I am your host, Debbie, here to help you get in the know about Waco.
This week, I'm going to be talking about an upcoming exciting event happening here in downtown Waco. And I have an exciting guest with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Makenzie Asisi, and I'm with Milk Bottle Cookies.
Yeah, and are you a Waco native, or what brought you to Waco?
I am not a Waco native. I am from Utah, and we came here for my husband's job and fell in love with it, and now we're here to stay.
Yeah, and how long have you been living in Waco?
Almost 4 years.
Oh my gosh, wow, 4 years already.
Yes.
And how long have you had Milk Bottle Cookies?
4 years.
Oh my gosh, wow. So you started in Utah, right, originally, or did you just start here?
Yeah, Milk Bottle was born here and raised here, and now it's having a baby of a store.
Oh, wow. Your baby's having a baby.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Extremely nervous, extremely blessed. Just nervous more or less.
Yeah. And what have you experienced through this journey of going through doing like pop-up markets and having, a commissary to now having your own location?
It has been, honestly, like I've said this from the beginning, it's grown organically beautiful. We started from my kitchen, went to commissaries, and now we're doing the storefront. It has been hard. It's been emotional. It's been awesome. Every single pop-up, I remember our first year, I said yes to everything, any sort of pop-up, any sort of market, anything. And that is where I've met the people that are still with me today, meeting Steph from Black Daisy and
shout out.
Shout out Hannah Bro. And she does all of my marketing, all of my design work, everything like that. Like I remember saving my money so I could hire her. Like I was like fangirling when I first saw her, and everything's all just grown together, and it's just been beautiful.
Yeah, and I know saying yes to everything must have been hard as a small business owner. How else has the Waco experience been for you as a small business owner?
Honestly, like there's been hiccups and stuff like that. I think like having three small children, and 3 girls, I think that's been the hardest. Somebody has asked me that, like what's been the hardest point, or what is the hardest for you in the business sense of that? And honestly, it's the mind play of having kids and going back and forth and like doing really what you want to do and following your dreams, but still like having that like home life and that kind of stuff. And I think like having the community of the small business owners, we're all going through the same thing. We all can like come and have a glass of wine and cry. And, like it's been such uplifting experience, especially with the women of Waco. I've never met women like this before. Like it's oddly
built different. 100%.
It's crazy. Like they are so genuine, and they genuinely love you and want to see you do well. And I've never been more in love with Waco.
Yeah. And now you've been here for 4 years. How have you experienced that growth since moving here?
Growth in personal or growth in
both.
Business?
Yeah.
This is my first time doing this kind of stuff, like doing a small business and just kind of like putting myself out there. Emotionally, I mean, that's where the growth comes in. Emotionally and personally this is my first time, give me grace, even when hiring employees, like, I don't know what I'm doing, help me, you know? And I think like everybody here, especially the community, has said, well, hey, what about this? Or let's try this. And I'm more than open to suggestions. And even critiques, people are like, this cookie tastes like crap. And I'm like, thank you.
Anybody said that.
I did have one old grandma came up to me and she just said, this is too much sugar. And I'm like, they're sugar free, and gave her a wink, But yeah, I mean, it's growth in the sense of I have asked for grace from the community and they've given it to me. Definitely.
Yeah. And how has that helped develop your personal journey as well as your business journey?
I think that I'm I'm ready for more.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Take
like,
on more?
I think having like the strength and maybe the pressure of the community to show up and to be supportive of other small businesses and other women-owned businesses has definitely put me in a pressure cooker to want to take on more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you've done a lot of events, so you're actually a veteran on the show.
Yes.
You came on the Waco Social. Do you want to talk about more events like that you've been a part of?
The Waco Social is definitely near and dear to my heart. They do such beautiful events. Like I've said, I'm always trying to say yes. I like to be there. I like to see the community. I like to talk to everybody. And so definitely the Waco Social was amazing. We did do Spring of the Silos our first year around, and that was a lot. But I love the farmers market. Like I will never give up the farmers market. They're going to have to kick me out because I love the whole essence of setting up in the morning and seeing all of these people that are hardworking, the farmers, like everyone there is like putting into Waco, which is just, I don't know, it gives me chills like even talking about it right now, you know? And so,
it's so inspiring.
Yes,
and
it
I feel
definitely
like the community here has been so loving and so just cultivating this whole community. It's been absolutely amazing.
Right.
Coming in from Utah, did you notice anything different here about Texas or about Waco in general?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I go home now and I go to so when I first got here, everyone wants to talk to you. Like they want to see, like go
Southern
check.
hospitality.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so real. And I never knew that going to the grocery store, you know, they want to have a conversation with you and they want to talk about you and people want to hug you and they want to touch you and like, you know, and like
not COVID safe.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, like they want to engage in you, and they really want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And like I said before, like I've never experienced something like that, so it was definitely different. And then now when I go home to Utah, I'm like talking to the cashiers and like you know, like
and they're like, ma'am.
Yeah, they don't say ma'am, but they definitely look at you like, what's this girl doing? And I'm like, well, see you later. You know, like, yeah, definitely.
Wow, well, I'm so glad you're loving our community here, and I'm so glad that you're giving back to our community.
Yes.
And now you have your own space. Do you want to talk about your grand opening?
Yeah, so we are on 11th Street, right next to Milo and Bloom, and right across the street from Balcones. And so that our grand opening will be Saturday, August 21st. We'll do a 5 to an evening close. Definitely not kicking people out. They can come and hang out. The vibe I'm kind of going for at Milk Bottle, I don't think that people are expecting. When we built our brand, it was very masculine, very clean and industrial. I want the vibe to go from day to night. I want the moms to be able to come in the morning with their kids and stuff like that and have the clean music and that kind of stuff. And then at night, I want it to get a little loud.
Central.
Yeah. I want it to get loud and I want people to hang out and, you know, like I definitely want an awesome vibe there.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So are you going to be highlighting any new cookies or anything exciting?
Yes. So I kind of dipped into it, but we are going to introduce boozy cookies where...
boozy cookies?
Yes.
You had me there.
So we just put out a new cookie. It's called The Rock. It's made...
Dwayne The Rock?
Yes. Yes, girl. If you know me, you know my love for The Rock. But we are using his tequila in our frosting. So really nothing's cooked out. I am pretty heavy pour, as you can see in some of my videos.
As you should be.
Yes, right? Kind of a lush on that situation. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to, you know, bring whiskey into it, to bring rum into it, and, you know, kind of play with these flavors that I've never played with, but I have my own space now where I can.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
That's going to be so cool. So is it going to be 18 or 21 up for that?
Definitely.
Okay,
yes.
Cool.
Yeah. You'll definitely have to be 21 or older.
Show me your ID.
I know, right?
You're going to have a bouncer?
Maybe. No. No. My husband will be the bouncer standing at the door. No.
Yeah. Well, one of the questions I always ask people is, what would you like to see more of in the Waco community?
I think definitely I would like to see, it's funny that you say this now because I'm definitely going through different situations where I'm not aware of the situation. I think more or less, I would like to see more coming together of the companies that are in the same branding.
Yeah, I feel that.
So like a bunch of cookie people coming together, like let's do a taste off. Let's do, like let's have, that kind of stuff.
That.
Yeah. Like I would love to see, a sugar cookie person come in and, a vegan cookie come in and then me come in and, like something that I'm not familiar with or that I don't do.
Cookie competition.
Yeah. Not even competition. Like let's do something together,
that's cool.
And
cookie collab.
Right. Yeah. And be open with it, not a sneaky situation. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And how do you feel that is, especially with competition in Waco? Do you feel like there's room for growth there? Or do you feel like it's already been a pretty good environment?
I think that honestly, it's been such a good environment. I think that me being okay with who I am and what my cookies bring to the table, I think has a lot to do with it. I know where I'm at and I know what my lane is. And so I'm pretty good at staying in that lane. I think definitely with social media and everything like that, there is you slide and you stride, you're like, okay, this person's doing this, I got to do it. But I think it's just a mind game,
Yeah.
And so I think like with Milk Bottle, I've stuck with my same lane the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
stay true to yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel that 100%. And especially as we see downtown Waco continue to grow, and there will be new things coming in and out. I'm so glad that you've created a brand for yourself and that you really stuck to that and stayed true to who you are.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you want to shout out that's helped you along this journey, or any community members you would like to shout out?
Literally everybody. Like
shout out.
I know it's hard to like just pinpoint, but like I mean, just every community, the schools especially. I do something special every year for all the teachers. We are doing 15 schools this year where we're giving away free cookies to all of the staff members and teachers. I think like the teachers are a huge thing for me. Just really the whole Waco community in all aspects.
Yeah, and speaking of the community, I did want to mention the fire that happened at Carver a couple weeks ago. I do know that if people are wanting to get involved, they can through Transformation Waco. They have a teachers registry on their website. So if you are interested in that, you can go on their website and check that out. So I'm glad we got to, touch on Waco teachers, so I can mention that.
And we are doing Indian Spring Middle. I know that they took in a lot of that school. And so, we're definitely, our hearts with them for sure.
Yeah, and it's been just so interesting to see all the community members come together, especially after an event like that.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad we can come together for fun events as well as events that may not be as fun.
Right.
But yeah, I'm so excited for your upcoming grand opening.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to share about it?
I'm honestly, I'm so excited to finally say yes. Like we've been in this commissary after commissary and like weird hours, and like we are going to be open every day from 12 to 10 every day, and then Sundays from 10 to 6. We're not closing. We're not nothing. Like I'm just excited to finally say yes. Come in. Yes, I can make that cookie for you, and like just be there for you guys.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So are you guys going to have like a cookie display with like all of your choices, or are you going to take like custom orders, or what will you guys be doing?
We will be having a cookie display. We'll have around 8 to 10 cookies on. We have ice cream that will be mixed in with our cookies. We'll have like a chocolate and a vanilla base. We'll have beer, wine. We'll have milk, strawberry milk, pink milk, all the milks. Yeah.
That's going to sound so fun. I'm so excited for this.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to it. And go ahead and tell us your address, where we can find you, all your information.
Okay. Milk Bottle Cookies. It's at 218 South 11th Street. You can find us on milkbottlecookies.com and on Instagram, Milk Bottle Cookies.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm so glad that you came.
I know.
All right. That was
Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. This is your host, Debbie, signing off. Now that you know, go. Just go, Waco.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.